Bonanza has 2 to 7 farmers planting, harvesting, and trading beans in order to earn the most coins. We've set this up for 3 players. Depending on player count, you'll add/remove certain beans, use a different number of bean fields, or even have a different number of cards. We have the German edition, but you'll be able to follow along easily. You may not reorganize your hand. You must plant the first card and may plant the first 2 beans on your turn. If you don't have an open field, you must sell an entire field to make space. Let's say you have 5 soybeans, 2 blue beans, and 2 chili beans in your fields. Unfortunately, the first card in your hand is a black-eyed bean. Too bad, seeing as the next 2 cards are soys. At any point, you can harvest and sell, even on someone else's turn. A bean type's value is at the bottom. 2 soys are 1 coin, 7 are worth 4. Those soys would have really helped. Thanks for nothing, black-eyed bean. You must now decide. Sell the soys for 2 coins, the blue beans for nothing, or the chili bean for nothing. Since you only need 1 more chili to earn a coin but 2 more blues for a coin, you decide to dump those. After planting, draw and reveal 2 cards. Keep them for yourself or propose a trade. You may also trade cards from your hand. Your opponents may not trade with each other. All traded cards must be planted. If the revealed cards aren't traded, the active player must plant them. The active player now draws and adds 3 cards to the back of their hand, and the next person becomes the active player. With 3 players, the game ends once you've gone through the deck a second time. It's much quicker the second time. At game end, discard your hand and sell the beans in your fields if possible. The player with the most coins wins. Plant, trade to avoid having your plans ruined, and stick it to opponents so you are the most successful bean farmer. That's Bonanza. 2 to 4 players could probably squeeze Bonanza in on most large coffee tables, but save bigger groups for the dining table. Including setup and takedown, 3 to 4 people could play this in 30 minutes, depending on how much negotiation you allow. We can play the German version, so experienced gamers older than 5 or 6 should be fine. There's next to no reading, and math is basic addition. Trading and weighing options are tricky, but if you're patient and help them learn, I think kids will still have fun even if they lose. In our 3rd game of Bonanza, Mom got off to a blazing start thanks to having a handful of stink beans. Grandma, having played it a bunch of times long ago with Mom and Dad, picked things up quickly. I wasn't doing too badly either. Dad had an awful first couple of hands, not really being able to offer what we needed or plant things of value. By the time he had something to trade, we moved on to bigger and better things. In the end, I edged Mom by 1 point. Nice. Bonanza's rule about keeping cards in order is super clever. If you don't plan wisely and or make smart trades, your gardens will never last long enough to earn you enough coins to win. Trading is a balance because you don't want to help your opponents, but sometimes you need to give something to get something. We sometimes use a house rule that allows IOU trades, but it's up to players to remember or honor them. This game is already kinda mean, but it becomes pure hate with this variant, meaning more fun. The second run through the deck is interesting because half the cards, give or take, have been harvested for coins. If you're good at math and tracking what has or hasn't been played, you'll do well in the later game. This could be a disadvantage for younger players, or those not good at these things, but you still have the luck of the draw to balance things. Clean graphic design helps things click quickly. The simple faces, plant 1 or 2, reveal 2 and trade or plant, then draw 3, keeps things moving. It's easy to introduce new/casual gamers, yet interactive and thinking enough for gamers like us. Bonanza is almost 25 years old and still holds up well. It's equally clever and mean, and shines with groups who don't mind sticking it to one another. It's fine with 3, but better with at least 4 people.